Yes, this is me, 10 years ago, started to build the first prototype of this very interesting mechanism. I love the relaxed sensation of seeing waves in my room, so the idea is to use this double window with double glass and fill it inside with oil and water. First of all, after finding the balance point of the glass, I can glue in place an aluminum part, so that I can spin the window without problems. Now it's time to drill a big hole, big enough to place this inside, and now I can pour some oil. I took this that is clear mineral oil, and after adding this inside took quite some time. It's time now to add some water. Not transparent water, but colored water, and I can add some blue ink to do this. This is a very nice color, and you can see it's a very deep blue now. After adding the two parts together, you can clearly see they separate by themselves because one is heavier than another, and water just goes on the bottom because it's heavier. So after 10 minutes, finally the project is taking shape, and unfortunately a huge mistake happened. Here in Italy was winter, so the water I took from the outside was under 0 degrees below, and the oil instead was at room temperature, and this difference of temperature just made a huge crack in the glass and all the water and oil escape away. But never mind, it's just an opportunity to start all over again the project and hide all the mechanisms and see if I can do it better. In all these years, I built so many different prototypes and projects, and I have much more experience right now. Let's see if all my experience can just upgrade the first prototype and hide all the mechanisms that can shake water and oil inside the water tank. And I have everything in my mind. Let's see if I can build it. After so many years, I finally found the perfect glass to replicate and do better the project. This time, I just want to build my own window, so I can take a very sharp blade and cut it open and just build it, starting from the beginning. So, lucky for me, this isn't silicone that leaves like an oil residue on the glass, but is polyurethanic glue, which is great, leaves a very clean surface after removing it, and I can take a diamond point and cut into the glass part. So it's just a matter of applying pressure on both sides, and you can see now the glass is perfectly cut and have the same proportion of the first window we start at the beginning. So the parts that separate the two glass from this double window glass are these aluminum parts, but I want to have them in iron so I can weld them without problems. So after cutting it the length, I just take some brackets and weld them on top. This is so important because are these parts that helps me to hide all the mechanisms that will shake the window and move it up and down. So we have on one side a square bar, and on the other side we have a round one. So both will work together to create this movement and have like this effect that can move the window. So after making sure they cut all the parts with the right length, I can take some water tank silicone and glue everything in place. This time I want to add a little cap because in the first prototype was such a big problem closing the hole. I just drilled to place the water inside, so I can use the silicone in place this little plastic cap. I know silicone isn't really a very great adhesive for plastic, but for this purpose will work in any case because it doesn't have to stand pressure or forces. So this is the result. We have these two brackets that are free to spin on the bottom. So the idea is just to shake and move slowly the oil and water inside the tank. So I have to take a very small motor like this one that is a microwave motor, works great, has very high torque, very slow RPM, which is what we need, and this is almost impossible to stop it by hand. But there is a big issue. I want to change the speed of the motor, if I want to speed it up or slow it down, and in this case this is impossible to change the speed of this kind of motor. Even if you change the voltage that goes into the motor, they always spin with the same RPM. So this, for example, is 20 RPMs, which is okay, but I want to have the possibility to change RPM speed. So in this case, the solution, the easiest one, is to take DC motors, and I just dismount this gear system, reduction system from a PC printer. Inside there is a 24-volt motor and a lot of gear reductions. So basically, if I change the voltage that goes goes into the DC motor. I can also change the RPMs from the output shaft here. So this is the great solution. So we have a very huge problem. The motor will always spin in one single direction, but if you think about it, what we really need is an opposite movement. So if you think about that, imagine that this is the water tank, we have to shake it this way, one time up, one time down, and this will repeat infinitely. So we have to convert this rotational movement into a up and down or left and right movement. And to do this, let me show you at the computer what's in my mind. The idea is to take half gear that is fixed into the base, and this will move some pinions that move on the right and on the left. So theoretically, everything will work. Now it's just a time to take some wood, place it inside the cutting laser machine, and see the result. And the result is outstanding. I mean, such a precision for these gears, and seeing them working together is almost hypnotic. So let me play with it for a couple of minutes and think how to continue the project. Of course, I need to connect the motor, so all this movement I'm doing with my fingers will be automatically. And yeah, I think the solution will work, and this movement has to transfer to like a swing. I'm going to build it with metal parts, so I have to be very sturdy. So we have a center point where it can swivel, and we have then some very big screws. So let me take a wood bar and connect everything on top of it. So the speed after connecting the motor is pretty impressive. Consider that I can boost up the voltage and make it go faster or slower without problems. I also added some paraffin wax so that all the parts will move without a lot of friction. And now let me continue the project. I can connect the swivel the swing I was talking about here on the top, and now I have to think about a method that can transfer this vertical movement of this swing into the right and left movement of the gears system. So I think the solution, the easiest one for me, is just use some paracord strips. Because are flexible, I just have to choose a very good material. I think I'm going to use Dynama because have no elasticity, so all the movement of the gears will be transferred to the metal swing without losing movement at all. So first of all, let me make myself two little pulleys with a laser cutter as well, and some plastic and recycled things I have here in my shop. And one will be glued here on the left and that one on the right, and both of them will help the string, the paracord, move without friction. To connect everything to the gear, the wood gear, I'm going to use two very small brass rings that are connected here and glue in place, and this will pull the strings that will pass into the pulley. So I also made a little hole here on the metal swing that stops here, goes into the pulley. I also made a little hole here into the blue metal base, goes here inside, and you can see that every time I pull the string, it will shake the swing that is on the top. So I repeat the same procedure on both sides, and after centering everything, you can clearly see that we have the right movement to create waves. I know this app on a smartphone isn't accurate at all, but you can clearly see that we have an angle change on both sides. So I think I can close this system. Now that I'm sure that no parts will be have friction and can cut by themselves or just break during the time, I can close everything. To close the parts, I'm going to use some MDF boards and build like a box all around it, so has also a nicer look in my house, because all these mechanisms will be placed in my room, in my living room, to create like a relax point in front of the television. So the box is closed, it's perfectly painted, and now it's time to think about how to place the glass window on the top. Taking another wood base, I can mark the shape and cut two bigger holes. Now it's just a matter of cutting like two circles that will stop a stainless steel tube. This is important because it has to be placed perfectly at 90 degrees angle, so perpendicular to the movement of the window. This is so important. After gluing the parts, I make sure that they fit with the window and they move freely. So I can insert, after adding some oil, all the parts, and you can imagine the idea. This can move up and down the metal swing we made earlier, but it's also a very good idea to add some ball bearings. So I weld a couple of them on both sides of these feet, so it can move without friction at all on the metal swing. So the prototype is ready, I will say. Now it's time to add color water and oil. To make the color water this time I want to choose a better ink, something that is much brighter, and I'm talking about these markers, and has a nice blue, and I just have to add 1 liter of water. I can shake it and you can clearly see I love this kind of blue. So I can pour it inside using a syringe through the little plastic cap we grew inside earlier, and the blue is amazing. Now it's time to add some oil. This time I choose this, that is a mineral oil as well, is Vaseline oil. So I can pour it as well with a syringe. Now it's a bit foggy because I'm also adding like very small air bubbles with the syringe, but after letting it cure and closing the cap, the result is amazing. And so finally everything is ready, so let's test it. Let's plug it in and see how the waves form. Spettacolo! Wow, it looks amazing, it's so relaxing, and I think this is the right speed. Consider that I can speed it up, just putting more power and just replacing the adapter that is now set at 24 volts. I can push it at 30 without problems, the motor doesn't get hot at all, and the gears are working great. So if you have any suggestion on how I can improve the project, let me know it here below in the comments. After boosting up the voltage from 12 volts at the beginning, now it's going at 32 volts, so almost 3 times faster, and you can clearly see that the waves are forming bigger, and it's such a nice thing to watch. I can't wait to bring it home and place it in my living room, maybe under the television, and the fact that it doesn't make noise at all is thanks to this silicone oil that I spray on the rods, and I think it looks amazing, much better than the first prototype we built together at the beginning of the video. All the mechanisms hidden, and it's such an interesting thing. Maybe it's also a good idea to add some plexiglass. And I leave you here my 2 previous projects, check them out and see you next week. See you soon, ciao.